welcome to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. This is episode number 46, and today's date is January the 20th, 2025 at 4:13. We'll call it at 4:15 in the afternoon. It's 41 degrees on this Monday afternoon. And today we're going to be reviewing the Punch Signature. Okay. And it is a 6x50 full body cigar. It's Ecuadorian Corojo wrapper, a Nicaraguan binder, a Dominican and Nicaraguan fillers. It's aromatic, spice, cedar, leather, and cinnamon. It's been sitting in the humidor since June the 1st. So that's a little bit over 7 months and 2 weeks, 7.5 months, which is a pretty good length of time. It's been sitting in my dry humidor, the humidor that doesn't, I don't want to say dry humidor, your box humidor, not my electric humidor. And the box humidor will hold up to 50 cigars, but I noticed that when I run out of the box humidor, the humidity is a little bit less, so they're a little bit drier. Not dry, but just they're not as humidified as they are in the electric humidor. They're still good. So we're going to go ahead and get into this one. Stay tuned. Episode number 46, Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. All right, we're back with episode number 46. And what I've done is I've put a punch cut in it, which I normally don't do. Put a little punch cut in there. I did put a channel in there, so let's hope I can get a good draw out of this one. Average price I paid for this one was, it's miraculous. I paid about $5 for it. So let's see if we can do a pre-draw. Picking up a flat cinnamon. Yeah, flat cinnamon, a little bit of spice on the pre-draw on this one. It is a decent channel, and this one I put one in, as always, I put one in the cap, and one in the head and one through the foot with the channel. I'm going to go ahead and pre-toast this one and go ahead and get started. While I'm getting this one ready to start, I want to talk about some of the upgrades. Upgraded the lighting system, so hopefully that's better. And I'm just pre-toasting the outside of this one to have the wrapper, binder, and filler bond. When you're doing it, you want to use the heat from the lighter or the torch. You don't want to put the flame right on it. It can char the inside of it, and you'll get a bad taste on it starting out with the flavor. So you want to use the heat. How do you know? When the heat's touching it, it'll light up just a gentle orange. And you just want to try to toast it evenly. So far it's off. It's a little having to work a little bit on the draw. I may have to fix it. I'm gonna give it a few minutes to see if it how it does on the draw, if I gotta fix it or not. But so far, it's okay. I'll give it maybe a C starting out, as far as the draw on it. Let's give it a few minutes and see how it does, and kind of go from there. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, as we're on episode number 46. Punch Signature Pita 6x50 full body cigar. We'll be right back. Alrighty, we're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. We're working on this Punch Signature Pita 6x50. It's episode number 46. Let's see here. On the aroma, it's got a very good, peaceful aroma to it. Like an old leather kind of aroma. Aftertaste on it, none so far, which is real good. It means I'm doing good. The draw is gotten a percentage better within the first few minutes, so I'm thinking that the draw is going to be okay. Length of time on this one, I estimate about an hour and a half. We chopped it up at 4:15, so maybe 5:30 at the latest. Less than an hour and a half. Kick, relaxation on it, was yet to be seen. It's supposed to be full body. What you see on the full body? I can tell it's definitely a medium body, and we'll see how that goes. Burn on it, it's burning evenly. I haven't had to touch it up, which is good. Last couple cigars I had, the burn has been off on it. I'm not quite sure why it was off. I don't know. Of course, the price was $5 that I paid for it. We already did a cold draw. So, stay tuned for Cigars on the episode. Stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with episode number 46, the Punch Signature 6x50. Oh, make sure that you like and subscribe to the channel. Get the notification link as well, and pass the word, and we'll get those subscriptions up with your help, of course. And continue on with this channel. Give me comments and feedback on anything that you have. So one of the comments that I gotten back was about the video. I was using my laptop video, and then I didn't really pay it that much attention, but then I went back and looked at it, and the video quality, it's just basic. Then I upgraded to HD camera. I love the camera, it's good. And then the audio on the HD camera was not like the way I wanted it. I did episode number 45, and it kind of sounded like it was in a tunnel. So then I've upgraded to a microphone. So we're going to see how this episode works with the microphone. So we've upgraded the camera, we've upgraded the microphone system, and we've upgraded the lighting. So it's like 4:15, 4:20 or so, 4:20, between 4:15 and 4:30. Let me look at the exact time. 4:28 in the afternoon, and I'm using the lighting, which is good because you're in the tent, is in here. And it's 41 degrees. It feels colder than what it actually is. And here in South Carolina, in Columbia, South Carolina, tomorrow it's supposed to be snow tomorrow. So if the temperature will drop, it's supposed to be in the 20s or below, and that's pretty cold for South Carolina. Usually with our weather, if you stick around, it'll change. I think it's supposed to be a light snow, then 2 days later you won't even know that it snowed pretty much. We'll see how it goes though. But everybody made their mad dash to the store. Got the milk, the bread, and the eggs. You get a chance to look at the calendar. Today is a significant day, twofold for the significance of the day. Just look at your calendar, look at what the day is. It'll ring a bell. It'll be evident. I won't take that surprise away from you. It's going well. I need to slow it down on my puffs. I think I'm heating up the foot too much. I haven't gotten an accurate taste, but I can kind of feel I'm at that precipice. So stay tuned with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. It's episode number 46, Punch Signature, 6x50. Alrighty, we're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. And we're working on the Punch Signature 6x50, the Punch Signature Pita 6x50. With the first third, as far as the number of puffs, we're looking at maybe 3-4 puffs to kind of keep it going. But it's kind of just like I figured with the box humidor, it's a little bit dry on the humidity. It's not dry on the humidity, it's different on the humidity. And I can tell the difference. Not a bad thing, just different. And so it just changes the experience slightly. The aroma on it is real. It's real good. It's a good aroma on the cigar. The flavor on it, it's okay. It's a cinnamon spice like kind of sweet leather. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it about a 3, maybe a 4. I'm not quite sure if it's because I did a punch cut. I normally do a V cut. I prefer V, maybe a guillotine from time to time. I'm not too much of a fan of punch cuts because it causes me to have to work on the draw a little bit. That could be a part of the humidity with the cigar. That could be how I put the channel in the cigar. I just don't like to work on the draw. I figure the draw should be natural, should be easy. But as far as the aroma on this one's going, is medium body? Yeah, I can tell. Full body, I think it is. I think it's going to transition, or I'm going to pick up on the full bodiness of the cigar. Like I said, I'm not too much of a fan of full bodies. They're okay under special circumstances. Like unique, like I know it's a full body and I'm expecting it. Like today, I'm expecting it. I don't like full bodies to sneak up on me. But it's turned out to be okay. It's turned out to be an okay stick. And so we want you to stay tuned with Cigars on the Front Porch. I am probably about halfway through the first third. And as far as having to touch it up, no, not really. I see a little small bit that I'll probably touch up. Also, too, you can tell I got my little twin back here behind me with the backdrop. I'm having a little issue with that. I think what I'm going to do is I may wind up taking it down. I hate to do it in the middle of the video. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm not too much digging it. I got it for a backdrop, but it's not kind of working out the way I want it to work out. So I'll figure something out with it. I'll either keep it back there or I'll probably take it down. So if you come back after I paused it and it's missing, I took it down. As usually a theme will come up doing everything, and we'll have a subject or a concern to talk about or issue to talk about, and we'll just let this one naturally develop and see how it goes. But Cigars on the Front Porch, episode number 46, with your host Uncle Scotty, working on the Punch Signature. Was it Signature Punch? Yeah, Punch Signature. Stay tuned. All right, we're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host Uncle Scotty. We're working on the Punch Signature Pita, and I am finishing up on the first third. So far, the first third on it, it has had a rapid. I'm gonna say you have to keep a good pace on it, whereas it's not a talking man cigar for that first third. You have to keep it going. So that probably means it's indicative. The second, third, and the final third are going to slow down, which will be real good. So less effort, less puffs. The draw on it is working well on it. It's okay. It's getting better as the cigar progresses. It's getting better. As far as on the flavor of the cigar, I'm picking up some cinnamon, light cinnamon, 2 or 3, predominantly a 2 on the cinnamon, but a sweet leather, like a 3 on the leather on the cigar. Yeah, it's getting better, much better on the draw, much better on the flavor of the cigar. It's relaxing. So stay tuned. Episode number 46 with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host Uncle Scotty. Make sure you like, subscribe, and click on the notification link, and continue with me today on this journey. And as you notice, I took the backdrop down. I like it where it's at. It's off to my left, and it's a nice little backdrop to have in here, a little artistic. But as far as behind me, I feel better with it not being there. I like it better without it being there. It's less of a distraction. Having 2 me's in the background is just too much, baby. It's too much. Cigars on the Front Porch with your host Uncle Scotty. Stay tuned. Alrighty, we're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host Uncle Scotty. Episode number 46 with the Punch Signature. One thing I'm noticing about this one is the pace on this one. It's a good pace. You have to keep it going. It's not one where it just will slow burn or whatnot. It's not a bad thing. It's just a unique thing that I have. I don't like, for my personal preference, I don't like having to keep up with the pace on it. It's just a little small quirk of mine. And I don't like a difficult draw. Just a little quirk for mine. A little pet peeve. Well, not even pet peeve. A preference. Something that I didn't do this time, which I don't know if anybody else has this issue or concern. Please give me some feedback in the comment section. Is that sometimes when I'm having a cigar, my nose will get a little stuffy, and it kind of like will clog up a little bit. That affects the retro. That affects the level of comfort with the cigar. I noticed that like sometimes I will use nasal spray just before I have a cigar, and it opens up my nasal passages. It helps with the retro. It helps with my breathing a little bit better. So let me know what your comments on that. So that's a little tip. If you're getting a little congested or anything like that, then kind of go from there. Oh yeah, that noise that you hear, that's just a fan coming on my little solar generator. Not that big of a deal. It just comes on from time to time. I'm pulling the laptop off of it and a couple other things, which is doing good, and I'm thinking about upgrading that as well. The one that I got serves the purpose, but with it being 2025, you kind of You kind of want to go up. I think that's a cat. Yeah, it's a cat. Not mine. I don't know where it came from. It just popped up. It's a good cigar. Just it's got a pace on it, a good pace. So far in the second, third, you're having to keep up the pace on it. It's not a talking cigar. If you talk, it's gonna go down some cinnamon, sweet leather. So a good pace, cinnamon, like a 3, 2 or 3 on the cinnamon. Yeah, 3 on the cinnamon. And the leather, sweet leather, like a 2, maybe a 3 on the sweet leather for the second, third of this punch signature. Yeah, definitely do a pushback on it to push out any kind of um, flavors or not flavors or whatnot. The build up in the cigar. See, you trying to get the rhythm down on it. I had to touch it up 2 or 3 times. Nothing significant. But stay tuned with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Episode number 46. We're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Excuse me. And I am about halfway through with the second, third on this one, on this cigar. I'm having to keep the pace up on it. It is a full body cigar. I feel the transition to a full body. It is relaxing. It's got a decent aroma to it. So it's progressing. So far, it's a good cigar. I've noticed a difference between my electric humidor and the box humidor. On my electric humidor, it's got more humidity, a little bit more humidity, and a little bit more flavor comes out. On the box humidor, less humidity, a little less on the flavor of the cigar. The burn on the cigar is different when it's in the box humidor. So my preference would be get an electric humidor versus a box. With the electric humidor, you can control the temperature of the cigars that's set, and the humidity. You can just see exactly what the humidity is, and you can adjust it accordingly. I like for my cigars to be a little bit on the higher end of the humidity, 72, 73, 74, but less than 75, versus keeping it at around 70 on the humidity. I like it to be a little bit up, a little bit higher. It brings out a little bit more flavor of the cigar, like a little extra boost. But this one is a full body cigar. It's felt like it was medium body in the beginning, but now that I'm halfway through the second, third, yeah, it's a good cigar. A little sweet leather, a little cinnamon, like still like really not significant, like standing out. Like I'm looking for very good, great, or astonishing. And so far, I'm just getting good. That's just my particular preference, my little perk, my little pre-request. But it's a good cigar. It's burning at a good pace. Started about 4:15, and it's 5:16 now. So we've been into it for about an hour. So maybe another 30 minutes on this one or so. I'll probably cut it short, maybe another 20 minutes or so, and see how it goes. But stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. Make sure that you like, subscribe, click on the notification link. I thank those that have subscribed to the channel. Please let everybody know, so I can get the subscriptions up, and I try my best to
meet people and encounter people and talk to them. And if they don't have cigars, give tips and on about life and different things of that nature. So stay tuned for Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. All right, I'm back. We're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, episode number 46, Punch Signature. And I finished the second third. I'm starting into this final third, and I'm about an hour into it or so. Probably could do another 30, 45 minutes. I'll go a little bit longer than call this one. So far, it's looking like a decent cigar, a good cigar. Um, the pace has thrown me off on this one a little bit. Um, I haven't been able to get my rhythm down on it. Still enjoying it. I just haven't been able to get my rhythm down. If I go too many puffs, it's going to heat up the foot. It's going to be accurate. If I don't get enough, it kind of dies down. So I'm trying to get that balance going. So far, it's a good cigar. Cinnamon, spice, cinnamon spice, sweet leather. It says that it's got cedar. I haven't really picked up any kind of cedar in it, and or whatnot. But leather, a sweet leather, and a cinnamon with a full body cigar. So if you're looking for a full body cigar with some sweet leather, I still am not a fan of leather, but you can tell, and cinnamon, slight cinnamon, then this would be your cigar to go with. It's not one of those overly strong full body cigars, but it is full body. Stay tuned to Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, episode number 46, Punch Signature. All right, we're back with Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty. I'm in the final third of this Punch Signature, and the pace is starting to kind of get where it needs to be at. It's not that hard on the draw, or I don't have to work on the draw that much. And flavor's still there. Good aroma. It's a good burn. I'm going to wind it down today. I've been at this one for an hour and 15, 20 minutes. You could easily get an hour and a half out of this one, maybe an hour 45. I probably got at least another 30 minutes plus on this one, but time is drawing nigh. So, yeah, it's finally getting to where I like it at in this final third. I have no idea why the cigars get like that on the final third. The final third, I wish the whole cigar was like that, where you don't have to work that much on the draw. It's got a good aroma, it's got a good flavor to it, it's relaxing. It just takes a while for the cigar to finally get there, but I kind of wish the final third was like the whole cigar. Kind of need to block off about 2 hours for the cigar. An hour and a half is pushing it. That's the bare minimum that you'll need. but about 2 hours to block off on the cigar. But episode number 46, Punch Signature, 6x50. I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it today. It's a good cigar. I will give this one out to a friend. Would I restock my humidor with him? Yeah, for a full body experience. Yeah. So it's a good cigar. So I give this one a good rating. Yeah, it's a good cigar. It's a good cigar. Thank you for joining me for this past 31 minutes, 32, 33 minutes for the Cigars on the Front Porch with your host, Uncle Scotty, episode number 46. And make sure you stay in contact with your friends. Got a brother out there, Brother Stacy. He's in the hospital now, and we wanted to recover, so send your prayers and your thoughts and well wishes to Stacy and his family, and your classmates and fraternity brothers. I've enjoyed today. It's been a good day. Kind of wish I had more time to smoke this one down to a nub, but I'm out of time for right now. It's a good cigar. Remember, you're special, you're unique, you're made for a purpose. Love yourself every day. Love on yourself every day. Do something good for you every day. I try to do 2 to 4 things a day. Have myself a good cup of coffee, cleaned up a little bit, fixed things around, added some lighting, did some things for the channel. Spoke to my brother Claude, one of my fraternity brothers, and I had a good conversation with him. Reach out to your friends. Do good things for yourself. You deserve it. You're entitled. It's your responsibility. Yeah. Now it's getting good. Not heating up the cherry too much. 1 or 2 puffs. Let it rest. Go back at it. Yeah. It's a good cigar. Thank you for joining me, Cigars on the Front Porch. Episode number 46. Punch Signature. It's a good cigar. Now it's getting good.